have a rhetorical question to ask you, but what the hell is going on in Elden Ring? Things used to be so simple. We had the Round Table Hold and the Blessing of Grace, but now we're dealing with the Path of the Stars, the Prince of Death, the Blood God, and whatever they're up to in Volcano Manor. We find ourselves at the foot of the royal capital, Leyndell, and with everything seemingly building to a climax, it feels like we'll have some important decisions to make. No fancy intro this time, let's get right into it, baby. Y'all know what the deal is. Before moving on to our next great endeavor, we must do some cleanup in the current Caelid area. I feel like I haven't given y'all a stat update in a little bit, so here's where we currently stand after treating ourselves to some level ups from the Radon fight. And so we enter a spooky catacomb that everyone was really excited about. They're going at it. Is this like Millennia's and Radon's forces here? And navigating this area was definitely a task. Whoa! I knew it. I knew there was gonna be something there. Because while it was cool getting a glimpse into the Radon versus Millennia battle, what a big goober. He doesn't even see me. Oh, he sees me! Everything in here hurt a lot. No! Much like my experience with the Knights in Stormvale, I was getting tossed around. No! Oh! Yo! He kicked my ass. Another reminder of the sheer brutality experienced in this area. No! No, dude! I can't defeat this. Is there even anything in this room? We persevere and eventually reach the boss. Why is it shaking? Oh! It's one of these again! Now this isn't the first putrid tree spirit we've come across. Ah! There was definitely one hanging around the depths of Stormvale Castle. Ah! Oh! As you can see, I've been having a ton of fun with this new sword. Aha! What's up, bitch? Right in your hole! Dude, this guy's tanky. Why is he so tanky? And this thing's got some big stagger power behind it. Ah! I mean, here's our third stagger of the fight. Oh, dude, this thing fucks. Let's go! So for as tanky as this putrid tree spirit is, it stood no chance. Ah! We're too strong. This sword is too strong. Now, one of the things on my to-do list was to go back to this 4 belfries area because I finally obtained another key to activate the last teleporter, and I was not prepared for what was to come. The Chapel of Anticipation. What? Oh! I was gonna say, what are we anticipating? But really though, I wasn't prepared for the walk down memory lane. Take that! You want some? Take this! Huh? Are you the one who kicked my ass It was cathartic coming back to the area where it all started. You think you're tough? Look at me! Look at me! I remember what you did to me in the early game, if that was you. And I can't believe all the progress we've made thus far. So I thank you, the wonderful viewer, for joining in on this journey. Yeah, this was. If I remember correctly, there was some things over here that were like, you should jump the thing. And I was like, yeah, and I jumped this. I did find the Stormhawk King Ash. The item description is pretty curious, claiming it refuses to answer anyone's summons. Then I went back to the Round Table Hold to make the rounds. Are there flies hanging around my boy right here? Seems my boy Rogier was not lying about that deep sleep he was feeling. Rogier, are you sleeping? Are you taking a nap? Have you not taken a bath in some time? What's going on here, huh? You really should bathe yourself. Keeps away the flies. I think I have a soap. You want a soap? I feel like I have a bar of soap somewhere. I wonder if there's anything we can do to help him, but I also wonder if this instance underneath Stormvale is the cause of all of this. Fia also has something new for us as well. May I ask a favor? A weathered dagger that was once close to somebody's heart. She wants us to return it. And your wording was very sus, Fia. I'm just saying.
It must have a special place in the owner's heart.
I wonder if a special place in the owner's heart is more literal than she's leading on here. Now the weapon itself is made of gold and silver intertwined. In hindsight, I think this makes sense. And it's marred by a black gash. How deathly. I handed over Celavis's potion to Gideon here. Yeah, fuck Celavis. What are you gonna do though? Are you don't use this for something aside for fucking over Celavis. And we gifted the Stormhawk King to Nefeli Lu. All right, here, you want the Stormhawk King? I got this for you. I gave D the weathered dagger. Seems to be the season of gifting right now at the Round Table Hold, but D seems pretty knowledgeable and confident in this dagger, so surely nothing will go wrong.
Why don't I return it to them for you?
Are you gonna stab someone in the heart? You a heartbreaker? A little pit stop with EG, and he claims with the stars in motion, a certain Carrion sorceress is no longer immortal, and now they can be rid of her. Aside from Renala and Rani, I have no idea who this Carrion sorceress might be. Carrion sorceress? Who else is there? Continuing to make the rounds, here's Celavis. Yeah, maybe you're not so great, Celavis. And here's Selen, who's explaining that Radon conquered the stars, stuff we already know. But I just came up with this thought as I was reviewing the footage. I wonder if Radon conquered the stars for a certain reason. He's Radagon's son, and Radagon split off from Renala. Renala and Rani are all about that moon, and presumably the stars, especially in Rani's case. I wonder if Radon was acting with some sort of purpose in regards to that. And now it is time to continue the adventure. Our ultimate goal is the Altus Plateau and the capital, but there's a big ass crater that's opened up right over here. This is a mighty... Oh, no, no! Parkour master, what can I say? I was gonna say, this is a mighty long drop here. So naturally, we're heading down. It's somewhat relaxing, but also somewhat into Nokron, the Eternal City. Let's get in here. And here I would face my greatest enemy, myself. Oh shit, that's me. That's me. That's me. You want some me? Come get some. I can't lie. One of my greatest pastimes is playing with myself. You want again? Come on. Huh? Huh? How about another one? Huh? You want one more? I do this all day. Oh, you dodged it. You're so good. So of course I wanted to savor this moment. It's not often I get to fight myself. Oh, dude, I'm so weak. Why am I so... You're cheating. Oh, I didn't have a thing. You're throwing shit at me? Scratch that thought. I fight myself on a daily basis. By the way, have you seen that Jet Li movie, The One? Do whatever you need to do. You can't defeat me. I'm the one. I'm the one. Ow! I let my hubris get the best of me and almost took myself out. No! Ah! Oh, shit. No! And so I had to let the festivities come to an end. Imposter? Again? Well, he plays just like me too. Not very skillfully. Now, in the Eternal City, we were treated to a wonderful musical performance. All I wanted to do was listen to some music and light some bacons. Go back to stomping, just enjoy your time. And this is why we can't have nice things. No! I told you, go back to your music. I don't want to do this to you, but I will. And of course, we come across another ancestor spirit. I love doing that thing, it's great. Uh-oh. I gave my thoughts on this kind of fight last video, so I won't get into too much detail here. You sucked the souls out of them. Apparently there was one last phase I didn't get to see. Dude, I have a ranged... I blame my sword for being too cool. I have a range freaking ability, dude. This thing has range. After a bit more exploration, I ran into one of my arch nemeses. Is that a Crucible Knight? No, it's not. How very wrong I was. Oh, it is. It is. One thing I did notice was this guy did not have a nameplate. No! But even without one, he was strong. After everything we've been through, I was fully confident. I'm gonna fight this guy on the bridge. Come! And so I took the fight on the bridge. But on my fourth attempt, I enacted my greatest strategy yet. I missed. I had the right idea. Whee! Just as I planned it. All a part of my master plan. Step 1, lure him into a false sense of security. Step 2, get him up in the air. Step 3, jump. With that Crucible Knight defeated, it was smooth sailing from here on out. Crucible Knights are near and dear to my heart because they're one of our, right in your butt. Oh, just kidding. There was another one here. Is this another one? And this guy had a completely different weapon. Oh, he did a different thing that time. However, we were able to take him out on our second attempt. That's what I do. A little slap right in your face. Even with his little minions running amok. That's what I do. First try. A little bit down the way, we ran into somebody new. Hello, lady? Guy? It seems like this fellow has an upset stomach of some sort. Dairy? Are you lactose intolerant? And for my last efforts of this session, I ran into some valiant gargoyles. No, please! There's another one! There's two of them! Yeah, these two together were definitely a pain. Oh! Here comes the other dude! Here comes the other goofy goober! No! Leave me alone! And their poison is really nasty. Yeah, that poison's effing me up so badly. After a couple of attempts, I was able to take down one of them. I'm not even quite sure what this guy does. Oh, he does that? But we'll have to try again next session. Okay. Today we begin our journey at the Round Table Hold. It seems D is deceased. Oh. And Fia is kneeled over the body. He's dead. Okay. Oh, looks like the dagger was returned as intended. Okay, oh, he got that's the thing that these, the things with the cute eyes did to me, right? When she was like, I need to return this knife to someone. It's close to their heart or something. I'm like, all right, who's getting like stabbed in the heart? And the stolen Halbrand was also returned to its rightful place. And me, as editing Kev, is starting to think this has something to do with all that talk of centipedes that I've heard before. I already knew she was a deathbed companion, but for some reason, I didn't really make the connection between deathbed and those who live in death. She and those who live in death are awaiting their lord to rise again. I'm curious what D was thinking. He seemed to be very in the know and knowledgeable of that dagger. It felt like an obvious trap to me, so I'm hoping we'll learn more about his and Fia's motivations here. Okay, well, first of all, who's gonna hug me now? Who's gonna hug me now? D's armor does tell a lot though. It seems D is really two twins, two bodies, two minds, but one soul. And here's the other half of D. The map gave it away, but we were heading this direction regardless. We handed over the armor to the dairy guy, and it turns out D is a summon for this fight. Ow! Get in the fight, D! Get in the fight! With an ally on my side, this fight went a lot better. Get him, D! Give him the D! Give him your D! We quickly dispatched the first gargoyle. Boom! And with our combined power, the second one stood no chance. Dude, the D is strong with this one. And then he died. But I'm hoping we come across more of that good D in the future. Super curious to see where that plotline goes. He dead? And here we find a mysterious coffin. Oh, dude, we're getting a cutscene for this? What? This must be a very important coffin of some sort. As any sane person would do, I placed and sealed myself inside. And then the most wondrous thing happened. Are we being abducted right now? Is this like a little drop ship? Here we are in a new area, the Deeproot Depths. We were greeted by this nice avatar. We're gonna go right in the hole, give him a nice little slap. And it would seem that a lot of enemies that once had a boss nameplate no longer have one as we progress. Easy like Sunday morning. I decided to head back to Nokron because there was another section I wanted to explore. And I found the most interesting of ashes. Oh, look at that! Summon a mimic tier. Of course, I went to go say hi to this boulder. Oh! The boulder did not like me. Oh! Here's round 2 with the boulder. For my mom! No, leave me alone! It did not leave me alone. So I utilized the best item in the game to avoid the boulder. One of us. Let me get this item real quick. Boop. Boop, thanks for the item. But then I went back to beat the boulder. Yeah, I dare you. I dare you to try to get me. That's what I thought. You big dummy. Sometimes I'm a master strategizer. What can I say? It goes in the square hole. physics. In the Eternal City, I found another curious item, the Finger Slayer Blade, a treasure of Nokron, used to harm the Greater Will and its vassals, which I'm assuming is those who follow the path of grace. This definitely looks like a deathly weapon. Okay, now we find ourselves in the Deeproot Depths, talking with this old finger reader who is lamenting over Godwyn, not so golden anymore's death. A martyr to destined death, we can surmise from this that Godwyn didn't just die, he is one who is currently living in death. And just like any area in the lands between, the Deeproot Depths has its own share of dangerous activities to partake in. No! No hugs! No! In this Runebear Cave, we get some more confirmation on Godwyn. Assist, taken from Godwyn, who was unable to die a true death. He is referred to as the Prince of Death and the First of the Dead. And death seems to be a common theme of this area. I'm almost death blinded! We got more of them googly-eyed folk around here. It all happened so suddenly. 1 minute he was alive and well, the next minute he was death blighted. Right up the bum. And a little bit of parkour to do. Oh, no! No! And then I discovered this little parcel of land. Can't even tell what the hell that thing is. Where I was met with my greatest betrayal. Fia's champion? Wait, only I can have the hugs. Go ahead, do whatever you want. I'm supposed to have the hugs, not you. Fia's champion. I had to put this false champion down. Well, you think you deserve hugs? Huh? Puny champion, who's next? But I was not prepared for what was next. Who's next? Rozier, no! Just like with Edgar, I was very hesitant to finish this battle. But why, Rozier? Rozier! But finish the battle I must. By the might of my purple powers! Okay, so we run it back. I'm sorry, buddy. I didn't want to do it, but I had to do it. Surely this battle is over with now. Whoa, there's 3 of them! Is that me? Wait, you're me! You studied comets and shit! Yeah, these 3 together were no joke. Whoa, that's fire! And we quickly met a swift end. Whoa! So I decided to unleash my secret weapon. You know what's better than 1 Kev? It was time to even the odds. 2 Kevs! Get him, boy! Get him, my son! With 2 of myself, I was unstoppable. That's right! Rain down fire on him! What is that? I distracted the opponents, allowing me to rain down big booms upon their butts. Get him! Get him, my boy! Big booms all around! 2 of them were quickly dispatched. However, I fell in battle, leaving only myself to deal with Lionel, who apparently was also at the Radon fight. Okay, game over. We're done. Easy peasy, your first try, just like I planned it. And with the battle over, we received this item, further acknowledging the direct opposition death holds for those who walk the path of grace. We received this ultimatum from Fia.
What is it you intend?
And well, you don't have to ask me twice. No, I want to be held. Of course we want to be held. Oh, here we go. Oh no, what's this gonna do to us now? But she does go on to give us quite a bit of lore. A holobrand, something that marked Godwyn's flesh when he died. But there's another one that's still missing. And at this point, I'm wondering a bunch of things. Mostly how much this Lord of Death plotline intercedes with Ranni's plotline, because Ranni did cause the shattering. Clearly all of this death was her intention. But are Ranni and Fia and the heads of those who live in death holding monthly town hall meetings of some sort? You know what I mean? This is all rhetorical, by the way, but once again, I'm so curious to see how this unfolds. It's interesting. We're like playing both sides right now because I just want to see like what the hell happens. Like that's like the best way to learn about what's like what they're really up to. Then I decided to take this teleporter. What's behind teleporter number 2? And once again, found myself in the capital. Yeah, so this place looks freaking massive. But I'm not quite ready to explore this area quite yet. And while I grab the side of grace, I'm definitely gonna knock on the front door when it's time to enter this place. So back to the deep roots we go, where I meet one of my favorites. Crucible Knight Siluria. This guy has a nameplate. Crucible Knight Siluria looks very cool. Oh, we had him! And hurts quite a bit. No! No, don't do it! Don't do it to me! Man, I love fighting Crucible Knights. They are the epitome of let me teach you a lesson real quick. No, please! No! No! So of course, I had to give it the good old first try. Oh, first try! First try. Back to Ranni's rise. Ranni has awakened, and with us finding the treasure of Nokron, she's ready to leave on her journey. Wait, that's it? Tossed to the side? Just like no more hugs? A quick pit stop back to Caelid where we restore Radahn's great rune. At the round table hold, we say our final goodbyes to Rogier. Buddy. And so ends our 20th day in Elden Ring.
It's not important.
It sounds important. You could talk to me, man. You could talk to me. I don't want to lose another person even though I don't know you super well. Today, we finally head to the Altus Plateau. But first, some cleanup. We found Millicent in Gowry's shack. She says this place feels familiar to her. And speaking with Gowry, he imparts some knowledge about the Sellians, aka the descendants of the Eternal. That's sort of a new term, but assuming Gowry is related to Millicent in some way, and that Millicent may be a descendant of Millennia, then I could infer that Eternal refers to Millennia or that cohort in some way. Like perhaps the demigods. They were technically eternal, in my mind, before death. I went back to the Carrion study hall and placed Ranni's gift upon the pedestal, and were met with another preceptor. Watch this, watch this, watch this, watch this. For my mom! This interesting mask was dropped. Seems that Radagon wanted Carrion business to stay private. And it was here where I met one of my favorite bosses yet. I have a ranged attack, what you gonna do? Oh, did he just... I just love the way this guy carries himself. Yo, this guy's sick. This guy's dope. I might have been too enamored with his jiggles. Oh, I got too cocky. I just wanted to see more. So we had to put him down. Sorry, dude. I should have let you bounce around. I got kind of scared. But the rewards of this fight did birth a new era of fashion. Okay. And to honor Rogier, I decided to wear his gloves. Let's wear Rogier's gloves. Dude, look at the turtle shell. Wait, look at the side profile right now. At the top of the tower, we found this item, which begs so many different questions. Is this Ranni? Is that supposed to be Ranni? The lore on this item is crazy. A full curse mark would mean death of both body and soul. But if this is Ranni's body, and she only died of flesh, then the Ranni we know is but a soul-like form. And according to this, Godwyn died of soul only. These are the rhetorical questions I'm asking myself right now. Was this a happy accident or intended? I'm assuming the latter because it was Ranni's plan to start the Shattering. And is the Ranni we currently know her true soul? Or was there some sort of pact or transformation requiring the death of her physical self to obtain this form? Perhaps this relates to Godwyn, who died of soul only. What is his flesh being used for? Who is currently assuming his flesh, so to speak? Again, all rhetorical, and if you spoil me, may you be met with your own half-centipede curse mark. And for the last errand, I gave Bach a gold sewing needle, and no, I'm not giving Bach shots. Okay, we're finally making our way to the Altus Plateau. I decided to take the underground passage first. Oh, it's a harpy. I thought it was some Buddha thing or something. Came across a magma worm, no big deal. And here we are at our destination. What a wreck, what the hell happened here? We had a little conversation with Melina. She described her state of being as burned and bodiless, which I can't help but draw a comparison to Ranni, given recent information. And being in a new area, it was only right that we received the proper welcome. Oh, there's a dragon? Where the fuck did that dragon come from? I spent the whole fight missing my attacks, so I don't blame the dragon for leaving. What do you mean that missed? Where'd he go? That's what I thought. That's what I thought. It's time to explore the immediate area. Here's a cave. You think you stand a chance, Necromancer Garrus? Your pitiful magic can't hurt me. Look at this. Look at, ow, ow. And here's another boss fight. Whoa! Rude. Rude! This guy was super sneaky. Right here! Oh, I gotta go in the water. Oh, I got him! I got him! You fool! And he did eventually get the best of me. Ah! Aha! No! But I was determined to suss him out. No! I saw him! I saw him! I honed my senses to find him. Ah! Ah! No! What do you mean? And through the power of my immaculate perception, I slayed the assassin. Ah! We found another catacomb. This one had a misbegotten boss. Oh, that guy's easy. But the fight wasn't anything too crazy. You got a spanking, that's what you get. We secured the dub pretty handedly. Okay, Perfumer Trisha, what were you doing down here, huh? The lore around this Ash was pretty epic and sad. Respect to Trisha. When her efforts failed, she was their companion as they died, watching over them to ensure they could pass peacefully free of pain. Heading into the main plateau area, we run into Millicent again. She's retracing the path of millennia. I think this lends credence to our heritage/lineage theory. And then everything just kind of took a left turn when I ran into this creepy lady again. Oh, hell no. What are you doing here, creepy lady? Who stands like that? Okay, well, I'm sorry if maybe you have a physical ailment. Look at who has the better side profile. I took her hand, and before I knew it, I was in Volcano Manor. Oh, I saw them in a loading screen. Yeah, this was definitely a familiar sight to me. Height isn't everything, good sir. Just want to let you know. We ended up meeting Lady Tanith. Her and this group seemed to also be against the path of grace. Oh, this is another, like, hey, the path of grace, the tree, the two fingers. Are you sure about that sort of thing? Damn, there's so many of them, huh? So of course, we join in to learn more about this place.
Now you belong to the Volcano Manor family.
Fast and Furious? There's a whole host of characters here. This one sounded so familiar to me. His voice sounds so familiar. And of course, here's Diallos. Oh, yeah, my boy. Hey, I got in too. I got in. What's the play? What's the plan, brother? He may have joined these guys for real. I got you, bro. Yeah, but I like to think we're doing some deep undercover work here. I got it. So at midnight, we're gonna kill them all, right? I continue to explore the manor a little bit more. Wow, look how proper this looks. This must have taken ages to set up. Holy crap, this looks so beautiful. I bet the heads... What? I didn't mean to break it, bro. I didn't mean to break it. It was an accident. I tried to make amends, but bro didn't want to. Okay, we can fix this together. We just calm down. Calm down. So I had to put him down. Calm down. I told you to calm down. That's it. We could fix it. We can clean it up. But we got ourselves a pizza cutter, a pretty fun weapon. I think I'll save Volcano Manor shenanigans for later though, so back to the Altus Plateau we go. From here on out, we'll be spending a lot of time in the Altus Plateau. Oh, what the hell? The Eye of Sauron is here? There's quite a lot to do here. Cease this witchcraft at once. And for just a little bit, we'll be using the pizza cutter. Vroom vroom, bitch. I just gotta get the vroom vroom out of my system. Vroom vroom, bitch. But we are starting to run into a lot of new contraptions. Oh! I knew that was gonna happen when I landed there! And we've been running into a lot of Black Knife assassins lately. I'm out of mana, but I don't think they've really contended with a guy like me before. Oh, no, don't do it! Consider this one slice. This catacomb was home to two bosses though. Come here! Ow! 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 But once again, cemetery shades are pretty weak. You spin me right round, baby, right round. We have been dealing with a lot of frenzied flame shenanigans in this area, including this item, which has some really good lore, and also this invader. Who ended up dropping a scrumptious grape. This one will help turn a blind maiden into a finger maiden. Underneath some ruins, I found the demi-human queen. Whoa, demi-human queen Gillica! Did I really just commit regicide here? Right in your butt! Right up your butt. Just take it. Just take it. Ran into another ring wraith, but the guy was just a little starstruck. If you guys have never seen what's underneath here, you can see the underside of the horse here. It's time for more Bach shots. Bach wants to call us Lord, which Sure, that's fine, I suppose. He's a sweet guy. Why you gotta stand there? It looks like you're giving back shots to Bach, not the Bach shots angle. Why do you guys have a dirty mind? Here's Corin hanging around, still looking for Gold Mask. We haven't visited an Everjail in a while, so let's go. Godefroy? Wait, what? Now this brings back a lot of memories. I remember this fight! Let's go! And I'm glad we've improved since then. No! I saw it coming! But this is Godefroy, looks like Godric. I can only assume they are related. First try, easy peasy, like I said. And Godefroy dropped Godfrey's talisman, which makes things a bit more confusing. Also turns out Siraj is literally the beast on Godfrey's back. In a nearby body of water, we come across our second Tibia Mariner. Holy moly! That's like that sauce, that's like from Naruto. Okay, we're just going to ignore the Susanoo and go for the main guy. You trying to hit me with your boat? That's reckless. That's reckless boating right there. These guys haven't been very challenging thus far. Okay, we take him out, we take him out, we take him out. We summon him bro again. Back into another catacomb, fighting another watchdog. This guy didn't take too kindly to my slicing and dicing. Meow, now. Now! Ew. Ow! But that's another one down. It's been pretty smooth sailing thus far. Meow. I was guided to an area where we could progress Vari's quest. Oh, no! No! I got too cocky. So here we are invading an NPC, and I suppose Magnus lived a good life. Had to put him down. Had to put him down. And on this bridge, I found this dude wearing a peculiar gold mask. I like your face hat. Does the sun blind you? Does the tree blind you? Everyone was pretty excited for me to head into this spooky forest. Ah! Worm face! Worm face? There were a bunch of alien-looking creatures down here. Oh, we don't want that. We don't want that. We don't want that. We definitely don't want that. So I made sure to get a really close look at him. No! What are you doing? Oh! Oh! Oh, that's nasty. It was so good, we had to go again. No, not again! No, I don't consent. Please put me down. Okay, now we take out the creepy tentacled monster. And that completes our first true stay in the Altus Plateau. Rude. It's time to run some errands. We gotta let Corin know about Gold Mask.
Do you sport with me?
I do not sport with you. I do not jest. And I just love the way he describes this guy.
The movement of his finger.
But I'm definitely curious about Gold Mask. All the other paths have been progressing. Meanwhile, the path of grace has been taking some L's. Is this guy the ringer that the Golden Order has been looking for this whole time? So maybe this guy's the real deal. Vare has anointed us a knight to serve Moog, the Lord of Blood, and he wants us to wet this cloth with a maiden's blood. I'm not quite sure I want to do that at this moment though. We went to go visit Fia again and handed over the other curse mark. Get closer. Now we are the bearer of a radiant Baldekin's blessing. Yo! No longer are we just shouldering the burden of the Baldekin's blessing. It is a radiant Baldekin's blessing. Fia says she's going to go lay with Godwin and bear the rune of those who live in death, which, you know, I don't quite remember that part when I had to talk about the birds and the bees. I feel like things just went 0 to 100 real quick. Moments later, we had the option to enter a dream. Enter the deathbed dream. Any sane person would be presented with that option and totally be like, yeah, that sounds like a good idea. If this was a horror movie and someone was like, should I enter? Oh my God. Wait, Discus of Light! Discus of Light! 56 damage! And now we are face to face with a Lich Dragon. I missed! One who commands the power of lightning. I'm dead! It's kind of like fighting that one friend who wears a fuzzy sweater all the time, always touching you and shocking you. Oh, I gotta move. We gotta always be moving. ABCs? Remember your ABCs here, always be moving. I had to make use of my incantations for this fight because it was that rough. Wait. I have, this one! That's the wrong ability! I pressed the wrong button. Lightning in water does not make for a good combo. No! But that's not all you gotta worry about here. I can't even see him. After a substantial amount of tries, I was starting to figure things out. Run, Kev! Go this way! Run, Kev! Oh! He aimed it at me! No! On my 13th try, with no healing flask left, I pelted the dragon with my powerful purple powers. Whee! I don't know what's happening. Can I hit him from here? I don't think that reaches him. Oh, that did reach him. With just a little bit of health, the dragon kept buffeting its wings. He keeps hitting me up. But all I needed was one more hit. Whoa! Let's go, first try! Woo! This was probably the toughest dragon fight since Agil, but Agil was only difficult because I was new to the game. The environment for this boss encounter definitely made things harder. A couple of key items to go over here. It seems that this dragon was once Godwin's companion, eventually succumbing to the corruption of death. And from Fia, we receive a mended rune, one that will bring the principle of life within death unto order, basically bringing on a new order of death restored. A quick rest and revisit only to find the other D standing over Fia's body.
Look at this rotten whore.
Whoa, 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 whoa. This sounds like revenge for what happened to the D that we knew, but it feels like this has been a long-standing feud, which makes sense. I can only imagine how long life and death have been fighting each other in this land.
This is the wrath of D.
Oh, no one wants to suffer the wrath of D. By the way, is it just me? Or does this D feel a little like crazier than the other D? Another revisit and D is gone. His armor available for us to pick up. I like to imagine he's running around the lands between naked right now, just having a good old time. The sword he left behind gives us a bit more story. The Golden Order was the only institution to not revile the D twins as accursed beings. And with that understanding, you know, I respect D's loyalty. I can see why he was so emotional about Fia. Now we make our way to the Shaded Castle, and right outside there was an interesting opponent. Malay's Shaded Castle Castellan, who dropped an interesting weapon. Seems the folk of this castle had a thing for millennia. Inside the castle we took on Elimer. Let's go, who wants some? Elimer the Prior. Wow! Oh, it's one of these again! Who apparently is the bald-bearing hunter. You ain't no ball-bearing, busting, blade, hashling, and slasher. But he had nothing on the one in Caelid. I already took on the bald-wearing, ball-busting, bearing, hashling, and slasher. But yeah, huge fans of millennia in this castle, for sure. Oh wow, that looks so epic. We found a prosthetic arm as well. Think I know somebody who can make good use of this. Here, have this. So let's go give this gift to Millicent. Lastly, I went up to a festival near the windmills. Everyone's having so much fun. Isn't this great? Happy vibes. The folks around here were having a grand old time. Don't mind me, just coming through. Wow, you guys are tall. Oh, no, wait. Ow, ow. Whoa! Whoa! And at the top of the hill, a godskin apostle. I'm one of you. I've already taken out one of you, and now I am one of you. Yeah, I'm pretty much over these guys now. I'm already jiggly enough as it is. Looks like Millicent has made good use of that arm, and hopefully we'll get a chance to battle side by side in the future, because soon we'll be leaving the Altus Plateau for other areas. This is it, y'all. Today we begin plotting our next steps. Today, we knock on the door of Leyndell, the Royal Capital. But first, at the Round Table Hold, this room has opened up. Yo, this door was open. Wait, what? I don't know who this foo is. He has the red sheen of an invader of sorts, and he is also not a fan of the blessing either. The blessing is reviled. He wants to be left alone, so we'll do that for now. He has a little sun pendant thing. That looks like a sun, or a flower, a sunflower. Gideon doesn't seem to have anything to say about this, but Roderica is worried. She says she can hear a twisted malady, the suffering of souls worse than the grafting. Okay, let's finish up some things in the Altus Plateau. First, a secret tower filled with some unseen spells. Next, I found a radiant gold mask. Seems Golden Order fundamentalists wear these, the design inspired by a ring, perhaps Elden, to be surely found at the end of a journey. There are so many Black Knife assassins around these parts. Wait, chill. Chill, hold on. One sec. Okay, thank you. I'm ready to go now. I was, in fact, not ready to go. Whoa! Okay, now I'm ready to go. Ah! I don't play no games, first try. And inside this temple of sorts was a catacomb, home to ancient hero of Zabor. Oh, this guy's weak. This guy's weak. He's so nonchalantly. Oh, okay. All right. Here we go. I don't know if I've heard of Zamor before, but this guy was a little cold, yet easy enough to dispatch. Got a cool ash for it too. Apparently this dude was a dragon worshiper and also captured Godfroy at some point. And while exploring this lightning-struck land, I ran into an opponent that seemed so familiar. Oh! Oh! Oh, shit! Oh shit! It seems like just the other day we were doing this. We already took down one dragon. We could take down another. We could take down another dragon. Yeah, this is about par for the course. Oh! However, there was no water to be found around these parts. Hit him in the arm! Get him in the arm! Uh-oh. Oh! And so we were able to win on our second attempt. First try. I'll take my dragon on the rocks. This is so stupid. I'm gonna butcher these names, but this dragon, Lanso, is the sister of the Lich Dragon, Fortisax. Here at a church, we find our pal Yura once more. Buddy? Are you suntanning right now? It seems he's had himself a confrontation of sorts. Oh, the violet finger. With Eleonora, the violet bloody finger that he talked about a long time ago. Oh, Yura, my boy? I think he's just sleeping. And here she is, in the flesh. Oh, what? And we must do what Yura could not. Let me pop this real quick. Thank you. For Yura was one of our first ever friends. What did you do to my boy Yura? You want to talk about this? He saved us when we were first invaded. I let you do it. Whoa! And now we say goodbye. I'm gonna enjoy this. Ah! Oh! By defeating the invader, he could not overcome. All right, everyone, give him a kiss. Give him a kiss goodbye. Here we go. Wait, here we go. Whoop! And now we begin our sojourn to the gates of the Royal Capital. The hell is that? Oh! Iframes! Facing off against a creature of the stars? Uh-oh. Oh, this guy has power. At least a creature summoned from the impact of a star. Falling star beast. Oh, a falling star beast. You come from the stars. You are kind of like Rocky. But like I said, we've been on a roll today. Oh, right in your hole over here. And thus the creature was felled. Hello. Goodbye, first try. I forgot to mention that we upgraded our weapon to a +9 earlier today. Oh, tree sentinels! So we're pretty much unstoppable right now. Ah, there's two of them! Oh shit! Tree sentinels. A flashback to the past this was. Tree sentinels! And now we've reached the exterior of Leyndell. Huh? Whoa! Holy crap, it's one of them things again. What are these? I forget the name. There seems to be a surprise around every corner. By the power of my purple power! Yeah! But this isn't the first creature of this type that we've come across. Purple power time! And that's when I found this weapon. Okay, one of my favorite things in Elden Ring is when like a big old boss just like pops out of nowhere, you know? A big ass hammer once used as a weapon against the giants. I think we're gonna make an attempt to use this weapon in the future. That's a big boy, holy crap. I experimented with some different ashes, but we'll come back to this later. Okay. Okay, that uses a lot of stamina, doesn't it? And so began my illustrious walk up to the gates. Well, this is gonna be a long walk, guys. I'm just saying, but we can slowly make our way up here. Perhaps this is something that every Elden Ring player is supposed to experience at least once. Hello. Hello, sir. And yet somebody still bars our path. My name's Kev. I just wanted to see the sights of the city, to visit the big city, you know what I mean? Ow! So we must remove them from the immediate vicinity. And here we are at the main gate. The gates are closed. Hello? Can I come in? Let me in. It's so cold outside, please. This is what I wanted to accomplish, even knowing we'd probably have to find another way in. For my last to-do, I explored the other path I haven't ventured down yet. Oh? Hello? You? Why? And this was just so nostalgic for me. It's been so long. How have you been? There's been a lot that's let me tell you everything that's happened, okay? I regaled this version of Market with tales of our adventure thus far. There's been a lot. We went to Florida. It was very great. I'm just gonna heal up if you don't mind real quick. Yeah, we went to the academy. We studied a little bit. It was a good time. Met the Moon Queen and all. We said what's up to Godric. Was that your boy? I still have the jellyfish. Can I summon my jelly? Oh, I can't summon my jelly. You want to meet two of me? No, I can't summon myself. There's a lot that's happened, but I still remember you. You're on one of my thumbnails. You made it on a thumbnail. I have a Burger King helmet now. I have a turtle shield. Why are you backing away from me? We're just having a conversation. I have cool purple powers now. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. Do you like that? And thus, we end this little arc by saying goodbye to yet another fellow from our days as a greenhorn. That was kind of cool. Okay, bye. Don't forget to write. Because everybody, we done it. We knocked on the door of the Royal Capital. And I'm not sure what's to come next. It's either Leyndell and then Volcano Manor, or the other way around. But that's something we'll worry about in a couple of weeks. But in the meantime, thanks to all of you for your support. Because of you, I've been able to hire some editing help. So expect some new projects on the main channel, and we're also getting the highlight channel up and running again, where we'll be posting some Elden Ring as well as everything else I've played and will end up playing. And how about a big shout out and thank you to all the new channel members on the YouTube side. And you know what? Thanks to all you Twitch subs too. But thank you, the viewer, for watching, commenting, liking, and all your super chats. Couldn't do this without you. So come find us live on this channel or on Twitch, link in the description. Everyone, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for giving me the honor of your most valuable resource of all, your time, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Bye-bye.